Hey all, this is Stephanie with Energy Aligns, and this is Thursday, so it's my Tarot Insight. And I'm just eking this in under the wire. It's getting darker here, and I wanted to share with you just really quickly the sky. I hope you can see it. Oh, and the clouds right now as the sun is kind of setting. How beautiful it is now as it's getting to be real fall in Northern California. Okay, so here we are, Thursday, Tarot Insight. So the card I pulled is Brother Water, and I'm not sure we pulled this before, but I'm gonna kind of get right into this. Reading these cards, reading for the collective, has just become so clear to me as I've been reading all of these months. What the collective is really going through. And it's really going through a transformation that is going to open up so much for us as humanity, for us to live better lives for all species on this earthly plane. And so when I pull this card, and I wanted to preface that, because when I pulled this card, it really came a lot of like woo-woo information kind of came down and in. And what I mean by that is, when I'm talking about the energy of these cards, I'm really talking about something that's deeper than just what we're looking at right in our day-to-day. And I've said that before, but for some reason with this card, I was like, whoa, the information that kind of came pouring out, which I'll share with you. Really, I kind of brought it all into perspective for me doing the energetic readings with these tarot cards. So take a look at the Brother Water. The water, like I've said before, is really about emotions, or the watery kind of flowing things that are under the surface here, right? And what this card jumped out first is attunement to our higher consciousness and our higher selves. And that's pretty obvious in the art on this card. And asking what information can we glean from our emotions, and what information can we glean from the depths of the collective. So if we're all individually doing energetic work, or doing our spiritual work, or getting in touch with ourselves and the experience of living here on a spirit level, then the amount of transformation and the amount of energy that builds up in the collective is profound. And that's really this card. So what are we being asked here? It's like not only to like look beneath the surface and kind of read between the lines, so to say, but to ask, what else is there? What is available to us? What else is this life really about? And it's not just our one lives. Like, what is this existence? Like, why do we come here to Earth? What is this evolution about? Why do we change? Why do we look at history? And why do we evolve and grow? What is this really about? And what's available to us? And the real big hint here is it's way bigger and way more than we think, right? And it's too much to grasp. So, but we're being asked to contemplate it, to look at it, to feel it. And we're starting to really embody or to learn how to embody our reality as eternal spirits on this earthly plane. So we are all energetic beings. We all come into these bodies, and then once our bodies die, where does our energy go? I'm in the belief that our energy moves off and goes somewhere else and has more evolving to do. But right now, what we're learning is how we are working here. How are these spirits working here to our maximum capacity? How are we evolving here on this spirit plane? How are we getting what we need out of this existence, this lifetime, this manifestation of our spirits in this body on this earth? We are holding space to create through and express in the physical world. So we do this through and with access to the tools that we have, the tools that we've been given, the depths of us, what's under the surface here and what's real can be called upon from under the surface when we need support and when we just really need to muster up, when we need to get through, this is a time in our humanity when we really need to kind of dig down and deep to muster up our resilience, to muster up courage, to muster up the strength and resolve to move forward. It's not easy now. There's a lot of horrors in the world when we look out with our eyes. And so that is what is happening down here. These are our tools. Like, where can we dig from below and bring up to get us through? And access to our spiritual information. So we have access to something greater than us, and it comes from, in this picture, it shows it coming from above, and it really does. It really is the access to our spiritual information, tuning into what is available to us on an energetic and spirit level. You could say God figures or God energy or a higher self or higher being. And it's really divine information. That's what it is. So here we are. Spirits in these bodies. We have these physical bodies. They're made of flesh, and we are spirits and energy in here. And we are an energetic system. And we have access to something deep, deep, deep within the earth, within us energetically to pull up upon. And we have access to the divine that's coming down and giving us information. And it all works together. We are not hollow beings. We have an interaction with these two forces, and we have this innate internal divine information that we come into this life with, and we're using that to interact with these tools. So what we do with these seemingly opposing elements below and above, and then here we are in the middle, what we do with them is our purpose. And it's not just one purpose. That is the purpose of our life, like how we interact, how we take the tools that we have as a spirit already coming in from somewhere else and manifesting through this body. How do we take these tools that we have and use it for our best and highest good and the best and highest good of our evolution? This is what's being asked in this card. It's huge. And it's like opening up your awareness to the fact that we are these spirit beings in this physical body. So it is really our expression and our creation as spirits in this body. It's like our pieces of art, right? It's how we know what direction we're going to go as we become older in our lives, right? When we're kids, we're kind of like, whatever, I'm going to have all these experiences, and then we move in certain directions, and that comes from that information comes from the divine. It comes from earth sources, it comes from your spirit, and it comes from where you grew up and who your family was and who raised you and how you were raised. It comes from all of that, and it's like a creative masterpiece what happens here on this earth. And so now with this card and the collective information that's wanting to be seen is, hey, look, we are bigger than we think. We are more powerful, more nuanced, and way more the words on the tip of my tongue. There is just so much deeper meaning to be had in this lifetime. And can we find it? And it doesn't have to be like, I know what I'm doing with my life, or I know what direction I need to go with my career, or I need to know how I live. It doesn't have to be this big, profound understanding. But what is being asked is for it to, whatever it is for us, our creative force to be moving through us. And it's huge. It's a huge ask because we have not been trained or taught to live this way. And in order for the evolution of the collective to keep moving, to keep going, which it will, whether we participate in this way or not, but in order for it to be a creative collaboration, is for us to open up our awareness to the fact that we're spirits in these bodies. And how does that look for us? How do we connect with that? How do we move energy and information through us out into the world? Take one look at this card while I go over how we can bring this down. I kind of went over it all, how we can bring it down as us individuals. Really asking yourself, what am I tuning into on a daily basis? Like, this could be, your conscious awareness, or it could be something deeper. What am I tuning into? What am I noticing? Is it noise? Is it negativity? Is it light? Is it vibration? Is it stress? Is it chaos? Is it a softening? Is it flow? Is it love? What is coming into your awareness the most prominent? This is really about awareness. And once we start paying attention to what we're noticing, we're making space for our awareness to be like, oh, okay, that's where I am. And it's no judgment. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm noticing that I am really paying attention to the chaos in my life, or the chaos out there, or I'm just negative, or I'm just, ignoring all the negative and riding on this positive way. Whatever it is for you, what are you noticing? And what are you tuning into? And then we start to become aware, right? We start to see and feel our energetic vibration. Because when we're aware of something, that means we are vibrating energetically along with it. And it's no judgment, because we all have the potential to vibrate with negativity or positivity, however you want to say it, and anything in between. But noticing where what you're focusing on, or what you're tuning into, is noticing where your vibration is. And that's interesting information. It's helpful information, right? It's helpful for us. And really, this is the key right here, to start to notice our vibrations, what we're tuning into, to how we want to participate in our lives as individuals, and our lives in the greater collective. This is the deepest question, right? This is our deep question, our deep and spiritual question and reflection. And I'm asking you, because this theme is coming like hard down the road of these cards when I read these, that we're just being asked to pay attention to ourselves as spirits in these bodies, as us as a spiritual being, as us as being able to be the effect of and to affect what's going on in the world, in our lives. And that's huge. That's a huge, important distinction as we evolve, because for so long, that's been like, no, because it is our power. So, the Brother Water, I'm happy to share this card with you. This has been like fun to read this card. We're going into fall here. I encourage all of you to figure a place where you can slow down a little bit and kind of tune in for the rest of the year, because like I said in the last Tarot Insight, where we're kind of going to come down into a little bit of a dark kind of hibernation, and we can choose to be in that with intention, or we can just ride the wave of it. But either way, we're going in it. And if we choose to do it with intention, to start creating awareness and kind of going in for the next few months to look and reflect, we will come out in 2025 with a clearer sense of purpose, a clearer understanding of how we want to go forward for next year. I'm sending out my newsletter soon, like this week, and I'd love to get you the information that's on it. I'm going to do an intuitive, energetic reading offering for everybody that wants to kind of come down and in and make the most out of the next few months for yourself. All right, I will see you all next week in love and deep, deep, deep awareness. Take care, bye.